know that air is probably making a lot of noise in the background, but it's Saturday. I do a lot of smoking and burning and stuff on Saturdays. If y'all know me, y'all know why Saturday is my day for that. So you're just a part of that. What I'm actually about to do is I'm going to do a card pull for our event today. We are having the CommUniversal virtual market, and so I want to do a pull about this particular event and the energy surrounding it. So I favor my goddess cards all the time. I just heard it really clearly that for this I need the wisdom cards. So I'm going to use my wisdom seeker cards to complete this pull. So they are actually not as shuffled as my other cards because I use them quite a bit, but also use my goddess cards more than anything because my pulls are personal, and not that I know that think that I have all the wisdom that I need, but the goddess cards really speak to me. But I am doing this pull for the community. And I'm going to pause just 1 second. I think I'm about to be interrupted. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, and I was wrong. I wasn't about to be interrupted. It's just a lot going on for early Saturday morning outside my door. And so I just knew that the King Man was about to walk in the door. I caught myself getting up early today, but I spent a lot of time with me this morning, this dawning. So yeah, I'm going to probably be interrupted in the midst of this call, but I want to focus my energy on the CommUniversal virtual market that will be taking place in just a few hours at about, well, it's scheduled from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's basically going to be 2 to 4 my time. But I wanted to really focus on the energy for this particular event. Maybe think about what's to be expected, what's needed, the focus. We know what we're going to be talking about, but I just want to know what the ancestors are thinking about, and our spirit guides are thinking about what we are about to do. And usually with this wisdom card deck, I tend to spread the cards out and just pull what I see. Any spread that you feel, however you feel when you are doing these. This is all about the energy and the working of the energy. If I had been shuffling the cards and cards just started falling out, then I probably would have read those cards. But that didn't happen, so we're going to do 3 card spread. Actually, I hear you, Spirit. Do what you always do. Take this down. It's something that I'm kind of learning in this work, that some things are ritualistic and you just kind of do the same thing so that you meet in the same space with the energy, basically. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and do what I normally do. And right away, there is a card that kind of speaks to me. I'll tell you why. Like, there's usually something about it. Nothing in particular, but it's the first thing that catches my eye. Cards that tend to stand out for whatever reason. I just kind of listen and feel and let the cards do the work. So here's my spread for the market. And Disclaimer, I always refer to these books. I'm a Capricorn. I have a lot going on up in this mind, and it's not that I can't focus or channel it, but I'm a perfectionist and I'm all about accuracy, and you'll see as I do this reading how this kind of works out. But always keep my trusty little guidebooks with me, because when I turn the card, I often want to know what the book has to say about it, especially in this deck. So the first card that I pulled, I don't know how to get that glare off. I'm sure you can see it from the picture. It is the Five of Cups. Just trying to get the words to show. There we go. More natural light. Maybe I'll bring it down a bit. Just for that. So, it's the Five of Cups. It's the very first card that I pulled. You know, chocolate need a little light. And the Five of Cups. So, cups in this particular spread. Oh, wait. Oh, no, fives. That's what I gotta look for. Fives. So the number 4 and 5 is particularly associated with humankind. The human body has 4 limbs and a head, making an analogous to the 5-point star. I know that's not how you say that word, but I'm gonna get it in a minute. To the 5-point star, and there are said to be 5 ages of humanity: babyhood, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and old age. Our possession of 5 fingers on each hand and 5 toes on each foot also strengthen the association. And since early times, 5 has been seen as possessing special importance. In the Roman numeral system, 5 is one of the only 6 numbers that has a symbol V all on its own. All right, so some multiples of 5 also carry particular importance. For example, 50, the half century. However, number 5 is traditionally said to be unstable in the sense that the odd 5 pip must be carefully balanced between the other 4 even ones. So the 5th pip of the 5 has to be carefully balanced on the 5-point star, because the 4 are all the same and the 5 is a little bigger. The analogy between the human body and the 5-point star means that the 5 of Pentacles is usually regarded as the most significant of the 5s, representing potential good fortune and adventure, but also unpredictability, owning to the unstable nature of the number 5. The fickleness is also associated with the other 5 cards. Thus, the 5 of Swords is said to be a particularly unfortunate card, highlighting either possible danger or the need for protection. The 5 of Wands also suggests the same level of risk, though the risk is associated more with potential excitement than with misfortune. The element of risk is also present in the 5 of Cups. Because 2 of the 5 cups are regarded as containing something sweet tasting and 2 as something bitter, with the 5th being either sweet or bitter, but with no clue as to which which it actually is. Okay, so 5 cups, 5 cups. 2 are sweet, 2 are bitter, and the 5th is possibly sweet and bitter. 5 cups. The 5 cards are therefore very much about our attitude to risk. Do we seek risk or do we try to avoid it? A certain amount of risk is simply part of being alive. To try to avoid it altogether is therefore unrealistic. On the other hand, seeking unnecessary risk can be very foolish and may jeopardize both one's own safety and the safety of others. Okay, so taking risks, stepping out there, doing something that is very, very different, that we haven't seen done. This CommUniversal virtual market, sorry, I'm dropping stuff. This CommUniversal virtual market is basically for a lot of us. We have platforms, we have reputations and names out here, and so we are about to connect ourselves with other people for the first time, and that's a risk for some folks. Some people are like, my brand, I can only be associated with, but it's also a risk because we're going live and anything can happen when you go live. So, the 5 of Cups is basically identifying, to me, the energy that we're stepping out on. We are stepping out and taking a risk today, and I'm still excited about it. So, all right. Next card. All right, it is the Star. Okay, we'll have to do this light thing for the cards just because I want you to be able to see the beautiful card. So it is the Star. Let me see something. Let's turn this light. I can't see this. All right, so the Star. So the star is typically shown as a beautiful naked woman in a gesture remittance of temperance. She pours water from 2 pitchers because in this case onto a lake rather than from one pitcher to another. Okay. Water is also symbolic of the water of life and of spiritual purification. As in baptism, here the woman is pouring the water into the lake, which represents the depths of the unconscious. In some tarot decks, she also pours water onto the ground, the conscious mind. Around the woman is a group of 8 stars, symbolizing the heavenly or higher realms. Her nakedness shows that many of the mysteries are now being unveiled in the Tarot Traveler. Being unveiled to the Tarot Traveler. This is a journey in any case. The bird perched in the tree of life is a symbol of our spiritual self, waiting to drink at the lake. When you work with this card, ask yourself, what insight flows from the water of my unconscious? What insight flows from the water of my unconscious? Now that the star has lit up your spiritual darkness, it is only a matter of time before you reach the end of your journey. What insight flows from the water of my unconscious? Yeah, that one for the community. If I think about for this event, we are going to have a discussion about a conversation about community. And we're going to be talking about, black owned businesses within our communities, our businesses. We're all business owners and self-made individuals who are striving to create businesses that we can not only bring to our community but to other communities. We just want to keep the dollar circulating within our community. And so that's the conversation. I don't think that we should just make things that are for us and just draining the money out of our communities. Make things that are for our communities, and just make sure that when you spend your money, though, you bring it back into the black community like other cultures do. We wouldn't be the first culture to do it. Other cultures and community keep their dollar circulating within their community way longer than we do. Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about, how the black dollar circulates, if you don't already know. But this star basically comes in, and it's showing that this discussion to me is going to be very enlightening. There's going to be a lot of information being flown out, and knowledge and wisdom amongst the different entrepreneurs and business owners that are going to be on this platform. We're going to share a lot of jewels with each other, and so this just kind of shows me, I love the water. When I think about the water and how it's going to be coming and flowing from so many different directions. And it is not a mistake that the number 8 is the number of stars that are on there. And you'll see in a minute. Hold on, I'm about to be interrupted. So, I'm back. I knew I was about to be interrupted. But I want to get through this pull so that we can move forward. Star, the 8 stars. It's going to make sense. The panel that we have set up for CommUniversal Virtual Market, there are 8 of us. So I think it is not a coincidence that the card I pull, the star that is talking about the outpouring of insight that is going to be flowing today, and the 8 stars that are significant on this card. So I'm loving this pull so far. So the third card, we are back to cups. We are back to the cups. We are back to the cups. And it is the 3 of cups this time. So try and get that ring light glare. See, 3 of cups. It's 3s. I like 3s. I actually like the number 3. And I can't remember what this book says about 3s, but I'm going to read it. So, in numerology, odd numbers are viewed as stronger and more spiritual than even numbers, particularly because when divided by even numbers, they leave a remainder and are therefore indestructible. This belief also holds true for the numbers of the minor arcana. In which 3 is the most significant of all the odd numbers. Told you I like 3. So, to complete the Hindu notions referred to on page 44, the 1 gives rise to 2, the 2 gives rise to 3, and 3 gives rise to 10,000 things. Thus, 3 symbolizes the creative process that begins after 1 becomes 2 and starts to accumulate into 10,000 things, the whole of creation. In fact, in most spiritual traditions, 3 has special meaning. In Christianity, it represents the Holy Trinity, where I first fell in love with 3. While in the Jewish mystics tradition, in the Kabbalah, it is the fundamental creative trio of Kether. Kether? I think that's how you say that. Bina and Chokoma or Chokma. In Buddhism, it is the three manifested bodies of a Buddha or enlightened being. And in Hinduism, it is the divine trinity of Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the agent of change. One interpretation of the 4-3 cards is that the 3 of Wands represents initial creative causes, Brahma. Because Wands represent the element air, the 3 of Cups, which is the card we pull, stands for the preserver, Vishnu. Because water, the element linked with cups, sustains life, the 3 of Swords is the agent of change, Shiva. Because fire, the element linked with swords, transforms, the 3 of Pentacles transforms, and the 3 of Pentacles depicts the 10,000 things, the rich diversity of the created universe. Another interpretation of the 3 represents the 3 bodies of the humankind, the material body, the energy body, and the soul body that leaves at death. These can equate repeatedly with swords, cups, and wands, with pentacles representing the merit we take to the next world. Neither interpretation, however, is to be taken literally, but should be used simply to aid us in reflecting upon ourselves and our actions. Their symbolism help to unlock our deeper self-insight. So the cups refer to the preserver. It stands for the preserver. It is the element that represents Vishnu, part of the Holy Trinity. So if I look at Vishnu as the preserver, then I almost see Vishnu in the position of Christ. If you look at the Holy Trinity, Jesus, Christ, and the Holy Spirit, the agent of change. But the preserver that comes in and is showing us in this place with this 3 of Cups, with 3 being a holy number. What we're doing in this CommUniversal virtual market is basically preserving that which the ancestors have always instilled in us or brought to us or wanted us to hold on to. Is the community. We are preserving the community in this work by coming together and networking with each other and really connecting. Not just coming onto a platform where we can sell our products, but we are coming to have the conversation about the benefit of what we're doing, how it's going to benefit our community, and by continuing it. So we are really looking to preserve our people and preserve our nation. So this pull is on point. Like, it was definitely on point. 5 of Cups, talking about stepping out on and taking risks. Then the stars being that pouring, and the woman being naked. Everybody is actually coming onto the platform. We're going live. So that risk, we're getting naked, we're kind of revealing ourselves and being able to pour out insight into the unconscious, not just the subconscious, because it's being poured into a lake, but then also preserving the legacy that was passed on to all of us. Many of us, this work that we do is in our bloodlines. And so we are preserving that energy by coming together and building community. So I am excited about today. We are going to have an amazing conversation. We are coming together as community to network and build and basically grow. And we know that this is something that is going to continue going forward on a monthly basis. We are going to come to you. Yep, I spoke it. I said it. Monthly basis. But again, it's in the cards. We're gonna keep stepping out and taking this risk. We're gonna give insight, and we're gonna preserve the legacy of our ancestors. So that's what I have. That's the pull for today. I'm excited. Can't wait to see you all on the CommUniversal virtual market platform. And if this happens to be a commercial for the market or something that we slide in there, aren't you all excited to know that the energy around what we're doing is already set and that today is going to be a great success? So thanks, everybody. Love you. Holistic Wellness Woman. I don't have a tagline to leave out. I just be like, peace, love, and light.